Hi, I'm Victoria Torres Wiley, and we're going to dissect the fetal pig today. I missed the instructions where you wanted us to do it and videotape it while we were doing it. I'm sorry. I've already cut my pig and located my parts. I will talk you through what I did. Again, I apologize. First, I cut from the leg, around the umbilical cord to the other side of the leg. I cut up the rib cage through the abdominal cavity, up through the rib cage, all the way up to the chin, 2 centimeters from the chin. Then I came back down to the abdominal cavity and I sliced it down this way to make it easier to look at things. And I also cut the jaw of the pig. Now, we're going to go over orientation. Here's anterior, posterior, ventral, and dorsal is the back. Now, here we go. We're going to talk about the buccal cavity is the space between the teeth and the chin, and the cheek. Here's the hard palate. Here's the soft palate. And back here is the epiglottis. Right there. Now we're going to move down to the neck. Hopefully you can see. I think I need to spin it, it'll be better. There we go. Okay. The pharynx is somewhere in here. Was not able to locate it. Here, this hard part is the larynx, so the pharynx has to be up here, and it's the food that carries, the tube that carries food and water and air. Then I'm going to open this up. Here is the thyroid, which is right here, the thyroid gland. On either side is the thymus gland. Now, the trachea and the esophagus, I'm going to attempt to show you. This hard part right underneath, this hard tube right here, is the trachea. And there's a softer tube that runs alongside of it right here. That is the esophagus. So the hard tube is the trachea, soft tube is the esophagus. Now I removed my heart by accident. I'll put it back in once I show you these 2 veins. Let's see. The superior vena cava is right here where my pointer is and the blue is coming out. And that's the superior. The inferior vena cava is right here where I'm pointing. Hopefully you can see that well. Now I'm going to put my heart back in. Sorry I cut it out. There we go. There's the heart. Now the heart and the lungs are called the pleural cavity. And there's a diaphragm, which is this hard stuff right here that I had to cut, which separates the pleural cavity from the peritoneal cavity. The peritoneal cavity houses the liver, the stomach, the spleen, and the small intestines. So, here we have the heart that I removed and I just put back. Sorry about that. And here are the lobes of the lungs. Okay, we're going to move to the peritoneal cavity, which houses the liver, spleen, all that lovely stuff. And I'm going to move the light. Hopefully that will help being able to see. Alright, here's the liver. This is the gallbladder, leads into the gallbladder. Here's the stomach. I have my finger on stomach right here. Stomach. Then we have the spleen. And I think the pancreas is right here. I think that's the pancreas. Because this is the spleen because it's connected to the stomach. Now, here is the small intestines over here. that my fingers are on. Ooh, let me get that out of the way. The small intestines are here. The large intestine is here. Now I'm going to pull this leg down. Hopefully you can see it. Bloop. That is the kidney. And let's see if I can do that. I might have to. Thank God for the snap-on flashlight. Now, this vein right here is the thick vein. This is the aorta. Runs along the up and down. Now, this little S-shaped right here, I don't know if you can see it in detail. This is the ureter. This is the colon, by the way. Then we go into, I showed you the gallbladder, the ureter, small intestines, large intestines. The urinary bladder is this right here, and that's between the umbilical arteries. Right here, umbilical artery, this is the urinary bladder. And here is the urinary vein. I'm sorry, not urinary vein, umbilical vein. I know this is a boy, and I don't know where the testes are. I have searched and totally chopped up my pig looking. So, that is my pig dissection. Those are the parts. There was two I couldn't find. I couldn't find the testes, and I could not find the pharynx. Again, I'm sorry that I misread the lab. Hopefully, you're happy with my presentation. Thanks again.